Reverend Steve, keeping it simple. We're going to be in Revelation 18, verse 5. And I've touched on this a little bit earlier, but we're going to go through into verse 6. And we're describing this, and I hope you're really taking account of this in your hearts and understanding what I'm trying to say. Is that many of us as Christians, we have a bond to the nation that we belong to, and we need to break that bond. And this is what God is telling us. He's calling us out of her. Before he destroys her, he's going to call us out of her. And many of us today, and many people who, like myself, are ringing the bell to call his children out of her. And I hope you spread this around to others. And I hope, because we need to be sober. Jesus is coming, and he's not coming just for the United States. He's coming for the world, his children throughout the world. And many of us, I feel, are in that blind spot, that we're blinded by living in luxury, living a plush life, pretty much compared to the rest of the world. And we're blinded by that, and we don't see the train coming. We don't see the destruction coming. We don't see the falling. I think many of us are starting to see it, especially with the things that have been going on. And those things are, what are they there for? To shake us up. God is making these things happen to shake us up, to understand, because he cares about his children. He cares about every church member everywhere. Doesn't matter what denomination. He's going to call to all of us who call on the name of the Lord. No matter how lost they are, he's going to give them a chance to come out of her. And this tribulation that is starting is for that. Babylon falls to call his children and wake them up to understand that there is a tribulation coming. And this is the beginning of the tribulation when this falls. That the whole world will be thrown into turmoil. Just think about that. If America is destroyed, or this what we are talking about happens, the whole world will go into turmoil. And the destruction of this nation, we're going to get into the destruction of this nation coming forward. And it's quite telling. And the way you tell how it's destroyed, you have to read a couple of the chapters, which is Isaiah 47 and Jeremiah 51. They speak about the destruction of Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. And who's the daughter of Babylon? And that's what I'm laying on the table. I'm laying on the table that these things are going to happen, and we have to be prepared for them. We, as the body of Christ, we have to hear that voice of God calling us out of her, not to be a part of her. Otherwise, we will go through the plagues of it. The plagues that will come upon her will come upon us, just like it came on the Israelites in Israel. They had to separate themselves. They had to stay under the blood. It's the same thing. God's doing the same thing in this as he did to the Egyptians. The Egyptians are going to be destroyed. So is this nation.